Delete. Okay. Oh, right. Alright, so we gotta take the taxi to the university hospital. What, is this to visit Kaido? Or this is probably to visit the kid that's in the coma. Why would we visit him? Maybe to talk to the lady. She is. Okay, good. Taxi's arriving. I hope that's ours and not someone else's. Uh-oh. Let's get into a taxi. Oh, good. It is ours. Very good. Come on, trust us, you dummy.
What are you? Don't worry. I'll give it back to you after this. I'm sure it's bugged, and we wouldn't want anyone listening in now, would we?
Like a soundproof box?
We'll take a few laps around the
I feel
block.
like we might still be able to hear. We might still be able to hear.
Sorry, but we just need a bit of your time.
Very well. Who are you people?
We're just local detectives, but Kitakata-sensei is an acquaintance of ours. We know about Mitsuru-kun, and we know that 5 years ago, a man named Shinya Kawai mysteriously disappeared and died.
I have no idea what you're saying.
But you do. I know how this must come across right now, so I assure you, we aren't the ones posing a threat.
Fine. What is it you want, then?
All I want is the truth, in your own words, about Shinya Kawai, and how you carried out his murder.
You're mistaken. I didn't do it.
Sure you did.
The other day you received a call from Kitakata-sensei, didn't you? He goes by the name Koana now, and works as a handyman at Ijincho. He made that call As it turns out, you are. Your cell phone is bugged. It can even use GPS to trace who's on the other end of the line. That kind of trace is only possible with cooperation from the cellular providers. Unless you're public security, who could pull something like that off in secret. They want to hit you where you're vulnerable. And that's what you are now after Koana. Do you understand, Kusumoto-san? You must really be something special. You were never in this job for yourself. It fell into your lap as your predecessors fell like dominoes. That's why you don't owe anyone anything. You're free of constraints. And Mitsuru-kun's tragedy even gained you public sympathy on top of it. Combine all that with a capable bureaucrat like you, there's no telling what you could accomplish. You're cleaning up house, tackling the revolving door problems. Things you know are the right moves, but with no regard for the consequences. I understand even the cabinet gauges your opinion, since you have so much public support. But I think that's also made you some enemies. Most likely whoever's holding public security's leash.
I have more than a few enemies. I'm well aware of that. And I have no doubt public security would comply with them. To be quite frank, public security only exists to maintain the status quo. The establishment is made up of various powers which control politics and finance. But naturally, each branch has its own agendas, goals, ideas of justice, which leads to all sorts of issues and hindrances, which you call constraints. The more individuals who make up society, the more unavoidable that is.
Are you implying it's public security's job to loosen those constraints?
There's more to it than that. The world we live in requires all kinds of value systems to coexist, even in chaos. But if you loosen the constraints too far, the fall of the state is inevitable. In that regard, public security's role is to stabilize and maintain the state, even while bound by constraints. In other words, the constraints of these powers are precisely what are protected by public security. So the fact that I am not caught up in all that does, indeed, make me something of a pesky foreign object.
A pesky foreign object. I see. So to these establishment people, you're something to be excised.
I guess there's bullying among adults in high places too.
Yeah. Now we know why they were looking for any kind of weakness in you. And that's when they turned the spotlight on Shinya Kawai's disappearance. An event that was triggered by Akihiro Ihara's case. You know the one, I presume.
Yes.
An active duty policeman exacted revenge on the bully who drove his son to suicide. Your enemies must have heard that and thought to themselves,
Thank you, Dowso.
what would
Good
Reiko
catch.
Kushimoto have done
What
to
happened
her
was
son?
the stream, it crashed, and then I had to...
I'm guessing that's
It
what
crashed
prompted
within 10
public
minutes of
security
starting, so I had to
make the move.
reboot it up, right?
The details of
And the
Ihara's
default
case
is
came to
being
light.
muted. So that was
A
the
group
one
of
thing I
thugs
forgot to
calling
undo.
themselves RK
Thank you.
started looking for Shinya
Catch.
Kawai. All to find out that he was kidnapped 5 years ago. Probably killed.
I never did anything out of revenge.
Oh, shit. Kuwana even said she was there and stabbed the knife into the dude's heart. She got her revenge. Naturally, she wasn't going to divulge any secrets, having just met me, and I don't have enough evidence to make her talk. She did it. But it's
Even
okay, it
after
doesn't
finding
matter.
out Kawhi disappeared.
Actually, it
public
does
security
matter.
Still had to verify it.
We're probably going
But
to hold
if they
her
found out you
accountable
were involved,
at the end of all this.
that'd be a win for them.
We're
They
befriending
finally
all of
know
these
Reiko
murderers,
Kushimoto's weakness.
and we're working with them,
How
and it's
long
like,
are
at the
you
end
going
of
to
this,
keep
are we
talking?
turning them in? That just sounds
As
so
public
horrible.
security figured out, the bullying cases involving Toshiro Ihara and your son share a common link. That link being Sawa-sensei. She was Mitsuru-kun's classmate and
I
Toshiro
love how
Ihara's
this
teacher.
whole
Not
story
only that,
just got turned
she was
on its
also
head
linked to Ihara's
when
murder
Sawa
victim,
Sensei was
Hiroshima.
murdered.
She
I
was his
love
master
that she
teacher.
is such a focal
So,
point
not
of this
long
story.
after the murder, RK came to Ijincho and broke into her home. That must have been when they got Kawana's name out of her. I think Sawa-sensei
Murder.
suspected that Kawana was involved in Mikoshiba's murder. Then Soma steps in, with his professional interrogation skills. to
It would be
beat
interesting if the
her
main
and
character
spill
turned
everything.
bad. But
Kusumoto-san, you knew she was killed, right? Kawana should have told you over the phone.
Wait, are you not one of his colleagues? He said he wouldn't cause me any trouble, and that he would never call me again.
He
Kawana
didn't.
and I are competitors on a temporary ceasefire. We're not colleagues.
I guess we did. Well, we forced him to. She's been flustered since I mentioned Sawa Sensei's name. This is my chance to ask her questions I can't ask anyone else. Oh, I don't want to fuck this up. First, let's do as public security
Has
contact.
anybody from public security contacted you? Have you been approached by any strangers?
I have my suspicions.
What are their names? I imagine what they wanted was to exploit your weakness to control you.
I have a
Because if all
feeling
they wanted was to eliminate you, some
that-
kind of accident would
I'll
at least
explain
be
it
arranged.
at the next crossroads.
I suppose you're right.
Do you have any idea what these people are after? Do you mind sharing?
What they want is control of the pension fund, which is under the health ministry's jurisdiction.
Pension fund?
An
Always comes
independent
down to money.
agency within the ministry manages the national pension fund. It's taxpayer funded, and it's worth 160 trillion yen.
What?
And certain groups want to take bigger risks with that money in order to generate more profit. In other words, they want the health ministry to use taxpayer money to gamble. They believe that's the only way to rebuild Japan's faltering economy and secure the future of this country.
And these are dangerous people that want to do that.
I mean, would it work?
Of course, if the gamble actually pays off. But if
Imagine
we
losing all the
lost
money.
gamble, then we wouldn't be able to guarantee anything for the citizens of this country in their golden years.
Yeah,
That's why the health ministry
up.
manages those funds conservatively, even if it means the returns are lower.
It's
Okay.
smart. That's smart, though.
I'm
They
starting to
should continue
understand
doing
that.
that. That's
You
game of a
Just
lifetime,
tell me,
literally.
son.
Oh
To
man,
be
I would
able
feel
to
so
gamble
bad
all
for
this
all the people
taxpayer money
affected.
to save the economy.
It's not like
need
the
to
more
change
money they
management.
generate means that
And here's
these
Kusamoto-san,
these
head of
people
the
that are going to
office.
rely on this pension
And
are going
she's
to get more
beyond the
money.
control of even the ministers.
By no means is that the case. They're
Her
still going to get the
position
same
has
amount they
power
would
to
have
take
got.
action, to
It's
override
like
the
this
way the
excess
pension
money
fund
is going to be
managed.
for
But not
arguably
only does
criminals to
Kusamoto-san
just
have
put in
the
their
power,
pocket.
she has the support of the people. If a new vice minister were to try it, they'd be stopped cold by the constraints.
So that's why they wanted to find her weakness and exploit it?
Exactly. And if the 160 trillion yen gamble were to fail, they could blame the whole thing on Kusamoto-san anyway.
Mm.
Okay. But wow. 160 trillion.
I'm guessing they've already contacted you about it?
That's an assumption.
He's been flustered since I mentioned Silent Sensei. This is my chance to question or anything I can ask. As I gotta be honest, we can't jump straight to the murder. That would offend her, and I don't think that's smart. Oh no, Driver is one of our guys. The driver, Sugiura, is. I mean, he used to be a common street like thief. We met him in the first one. He was a thief at that point. But no. He's a good guy now. He's turned a good leaf. He's a friend. He's a friend. We're working on the case together. We were just all playing our roles, right? we had to have a trusted driver, right? So Sugiura had to drive. We can't go straight to the murder because that's going to offend her. That might be where it ends. I feel like we should show a little bit of compassion, a little bit of empathy, and talk to her a little bit about her son.
How's your son doing now?
He could wake up any minute now. Of course, that's been true for the last 13 years.
I see.
We transferred him to Toto University Hospital just this year, hoping they could spur his recovery. But it turns out they don't do anything much different from the previous hospital. All I can do is wait.
But now you're paying them the money, and so that's what they wanted. She's been flustered since. Go. Talk about it.
I have to ask you about Shinya Kawai. You killed him 5 years ago. With your own hands, didn't you?
Knife.
I understand what your feelings must be towards Kawai, but was that really the only answer?
If you've spoken to Kitakata-sensei, then you must know about the video of how Mitsuru was treated.
I do.
Aside from Kawai, the other students pretended like nothing happened. They took no responsibility. They put on their sad faces, and they came to visit Mitsuru at the hospital. But looking back on it,
He was practicing his drop kicks.
Wanted Mitsuru to wake up.
They didn't show that.
In
They
fact,
just showed the kid not wanting to take
that's
another
what
one.
they were checking on. And what did I do? I bowed my head and thanked them. It was only later that Kitakata-sensei showed me the video. That's when I knew that those kids going unpunished was wrong.
And your solution was to pull them into the quagmire? Make them accomplices in murdering Kawai?
If you already know so much, what more do you need to ask?
I really heard that set all of this in motion. I believe Kawana is the vigilante here, going from family to family, trying to avenge the bullying. Nothing more to ask.
I get it now. Let me reiterate. We are not your enemy.
Then please, let me go.
Anything you want me to tell Kawana?
I do. He needs to run. Far away. Public security has their sights on him. His capture is not a question of if, but when.
Public security not only is in control of the police department, but they also have their own little street fucking thug group, the RK,
he knows.
that
You mean he'd be
when they need
tortured?
dirty stuff done, they
Yes.
have the RK do it.
Somewhere well beyond the public eye. No one can withstand what they do. He'd tell them everything. And as for me,
They would expose your vulnerability, making you their pawn.
most likely. They'd gamble away the taxpayers' money, and I'd never purge the corruption in the health ministry.
I get that. But what does it matter?
What?
Because in my opinion, you need to turn yourself in, Kusumoto-san.
You want me to admit to manslaughter? You think I killed a real man? I say he was less than one. Shinya Kawai. He was little more than a subhuman brute. And you saw it. You saw what that brute did to my son. I hated Kitakata-sensei. He was an incompetent teacher. An idiot who turned a blind eye to Mitsuru being tortured. But that changed when he suddenly showed up 8 years later. And then he showed me that video. He said, every bully in that video, they deserved to be punished. That it was the only way to get closure.
You took him up on it? But you of all people should have known better.
True. You're right about that. I struggled with it quite a bit. It's an unconscionable act, no matter how
Oh
deep your
shit!
animosity
Look at
runs.
her
Kitakata-sensei's words hung on.
the fabric,
I
the
couldn't get them
textures
out
on
of my
her
head.
sweater.
I saw for myself.
Very good.
I
We've been
went to
talking about the
Kamoto where I
textures
heard
of all
Kawhi
these
was
different types of
working at a
clothing,
girls' bar.
and that sweater just shows a
So
whole
you know,
nother bit of texture. That
After
is so
Mitsuru
incredible.
jumped that day,
That is
Kawhi
so
came
good.
to me in tears to apologize. I hadn't seen him in all that time. If he'd frozen in place when he saw me, if he'd been the slightest bit apologetic, I might have been able to stay my hand.
I take it he didn't do any of that.
Right. He didn't even recognize my face. And that's hardly the worst part of it, actually. When he saw me, he took me for some bawdy cougar on the prowl for young men. If you've got the cash, I'll
That
show
must
you
have
a
made
good
her
time, he
blood
said.
boil.
All those tears he'd shed years earlier were a farce.
Of course.
But I knew that. Deep down, I'd already known that. That was it. That was the moment I lost all doubt about killing him.
That's awesome.
And as for those other kids who bullied Mitsuru, they should thank me they didn't share his fate. But that's why. That's why I don't feel like I have any sins to atone for. Every night I pray he will wake up. What more can you ask me to endure?
Kawana said something similar. But you think you can repeat all that? This time say it to her.
Ooh, ouch.
Isn't that Sawa-san?
You and Kawana can congratulate yourselves. You got vengeance on a monster. But what you're choosing not to see is that your actions had consequences for her. It's vicious. I've seen this before. Justice for one at the cost of another. Someone innocent always pays the price. I won't just sit here and watch as history tries to repeat itself. This phone isn't being traced by anyone. So, if you have a change of heart, just give me a call before you turn yourself in. That's all I had to say. We're back.
I don't know why I'm quiet. I feel like I wasn't allowed to talk either. Sorry, the phone's bugged. Yeah, that was interesting. That was very interesting. I don't think she's gonna turn herself in. Maybe she will. It's silly.
Right here, okay, Yagami-san?
Yeah.
They got away with it.
I'm
Why
gonna go talk
turn
to
yourself in
Kawana.
just because some
Need
guy
to
says
tell him
you
I
should?
met with Reiko Kusamoto.
He's gonna be pissed, you know? He's gonna try to rip you a new one.
That's true. So you might want to sit this one out.
You sure? 'Cause I'll totally take you up on that.
Here we go. Great. Was this some hidden spot, or is this the Gomi Jewel? Got company. What the? Oh, those are just regular guys. Oh, how come? Try again. No, try again. There we go. Exactly what I was looking for, but... Nice.
And stay down.
So, alright, now we need to talk to Kawana. God damn it, we got some more guys right there. Oh no, we're good, we're good. They were already passed. This is the area of the Lumang. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, this ain't so bad. The Gumi Jewel area is kind of like a maze. Just gotta have to go up all the floors and stairs and whatnot. It's a bit confusing, but this is not, so. Good place to meet.
Well, look who we have here. Haven't seen your mug in a while.
We literally
It's
saw
only
each
been
other
2 or
last
3
night.
days. Where's Kawana?
Has it been 2 or 3 days? Interesting.
How should I put this?
Interesting.
Would you freak out if he was right behind you?
You know, this kind of shit is why you get on my nerves.
Couldn't we have done this by phone?
That's funny.
I just came from seeing Reiko Kusamoto. I told her to turn herself in for murdering Kawai 5 years ago.
You what?
What did she have to say about that?
That she had no sins to atone for.
Of course not. Look, what do you think you're doing? Her part in this is done. Don't drag her back into it.
This isn't yours to finish. You would just let Sawa-sensei stay collateral damage. How do you think her folks feel? They probably think you killed their daughter. And they don't know why, or if justice will be served. Do they have to suffer like that? All without even knowing the truth? Would Sawa-sensei want that? You talk about justice, but she keeps getting left out. You aren't even trying when it comes to her.
Say whatever you want, but if you cause Kusamoto-san any more pain, I will never forgive you.
That's exactly why I didn't tell you I was going to meet her.
Listen, Yagami. She hides it well, but she's never gotten over the fact Mitsuru tried to jump to his death. And she's not sure how to feel about killing Kawai. Unlike me.
If she was anything like you, I would have pushed her harder to confess.
There's no evidence that she killed Kawhi. He simply vanished from Kamurocho, and the police didn't even know about it. Besides, there's no case without a corpse. Point being, she'll never be charged.
Didn't we hear that he was conserving the body, frozen? Kawana has Kawaii's body hidden somewhere. I remember you emailed me. I said so. That's
Even
right.
if she did turn herself in, the police wouldn't know what to do with her.
Don't think for a second that you're getting a pass here.
He's keeping the
You've
body as
killed,
blackmail
what, 7
for the
people
other
now?
people that were involved.
Do you even hesitate anymore?
The other bullies in that video.
You got
That-
proof? Running
well, weren't
around
murdered.
making baseless accusations. You sure you were a real fucking lawyer?
My colleagues in Kamurocho are getting ready to appeal Ahara's case. Your actions are going to be put under a microscope.
I wouldn't even call that bad news. I want the world to know their bullies are getting what they're due. And by then, I'll probably be going by a different name, maybe even a different look.
You're just going to keep doing this? Did Sawa-sensei sacrifice mean nothing to you?
Probably not the
Is
first
that
one
the
that's
only thing
died.
keeping you
An
around?
innocent that's
Truth
died
be
in all
told,
this.
I don't
This
think
whole journey.
exposing everything is even in Sawa's best interest.
What?
Sawa-kun herself felt guilty. I just sent you the proof.
That's what got her
is
killed.
this? An audio file?
After Ahara-san lost in court, she called me. I recorded our conversation.
Toshiro-kun came running to the roof. His face was pretty swollen. And a few minutes later, a student named Mikoshiba came up looking for him. I'll never forget the fear I saw in Toshiro-kun's face. He told me about everything. The teasing, the beatings, the theft. How nobody was on his side. And yet, I had to deny all this in front of an entire courtroom. They said there was no hope, that I was the only witness with no proof whatsoever. Believe me, I never wanted to do that.
Sawa-kun's testimony in court was false, and she was racked with guilt over it.
And your first thought was to record it? When she was at her most vulnerable?
Yes, and then I played it for Ahara-san. He had the right to know the real reason his son killed himself.
All you did was light the fires of vengeance in Ahara's heart because you didn't want to be alone.
You know, I've heard that bullying is almost instinctive. That's why people who do it never stop. I mean, think about it. Would you stop cleaning a toilet just because it'll get filthy again? Somebody's always got to get his hands dirty.
And that somebody's gonna be you?
If it means I can prevent another Mitsuru Kusamoto, yes, I will keep killing. These bastards who prey on the defenseless must be punished for all to see. I wish the law would do its job. Because deep down, I don't want to do any of this.
I understand what you're saying, but you're taking it too far. Just stop, Kawana.
If you really want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me. And call it justice.
I thought you guys were gonna start another fight.
Yeah,
It was a
endless one.
bitch cleaning up the mess last time.
Next time I go up against him, it won't be just a few scratches.
Well, when that time comes, take it anywhere but here.
I think call today, go back and then. Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. I think we just continue the main story. I don't know if I want to mess around more with those side quests. They just feel endless. Oh, they spotted us. Let's just keep running. Oh shit, here's some more. Those guys didn't see us. Oh, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Oh, don't hit me, don't hit me. Jesus. The street's dangerous. Alright. I'm afraid sleeping is going to end up progressing the story. Or like it's going to go to the next chapter. We're done with this chapter. I don't know if the next chapter is the last chapter. I don't know. Ay. Tsukumoto, so he doesn't want to talk. We unlock other side quests? No. We didn't ever finish that one. We finished the other ones though. I understand that like we're the good guys and we're trying to do the good thing, the right thing, and have everyone that broke a law be held accountable. But there's kind of an area, there's this gray area where the justice system fails and these people need to or feel the I feel like they have the right to seek justice in their own ways. And if the if the initial way doesn't work, then yeah, I feel like it's up for grabs.
Look who it is.
I don't want to arrest the people. I don't want to turn them in, but it looks like it's story based, and we're just gonna have to do it. Hey, little kitty, what do you got to give me?
Who's a good boy?
Scorpion, Jesus Christ! Do not bring that inside the home. My God, Jesus. It's dead, but my God. Put on some tunes before we go to sleep. Long drill on the beach. I know this one. This is one of our dance competition songs. Like it. I thought. Pretty sure flounder, crab, marlin, salmon again. Pretty sure the flounder is, yeah. Ah, go away. All right, cool. Cool. Those were just little rewards from the capsule machines. Not the end of the chapter yet.
Hello?
It's Shirosaki. Are you in Yokohama again, Yagami-san?
Yeah. Is this about Ahara's trial?
Yes, regarding the appeal. The prosecution says they want to consult with us, off the record.
Off the record? What do you mean?
They want to discuss with the judge beforehand whether or not Hara's murder footage is admissible evidence. The video has gone viral, of course, and nobody's really sure how to handle it.
Is the prosecution really going to hold the line on it being a deep fake?
That's quite possible. Which is why we're meeting today in the courthouse conference room. I'm sorry for the short notice, but could you join us?
Of course. I'll be there.
Thank you very much. No need to rush. There's still plenty of time. Just be sure you're there, please.
Taxi to the courthouse. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Yeah, I like that one song, Get Drilled on the Beach or whatever it is. Pretty good one. It's just more skating, but it's just races, and that doesn't raise our appeal, so it seems like it's a waste of time. There's more boxing. Yeah, let's do some boxing real quick. Must touch the sidewalk. Ow.
Hell yeah!
I like that back road. It was a nice clear way to get here. Bam, bam, bam. Maybe we can learn some new moves. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. What do they mean? We're gonna fight Sugiura. Maybe it'll unlock something, but it doesn't. It looks like we have to progress more in the story. Side story.
No choice
The main
now.
one. God, I feel like it's gonna be good. I forgot how to play. Yeah. They're not kidding about that. Bro, what the fuck? Dunzo. We're Dunzo. Ow. Yeah.
Just getting good. Guess I'm getting sloppy. Go low! Keep your eyes forward! Get him on top! Getting clobbered! Buckle up! Getting clobbered! Might as well fucking quit! Up! Buckle up, Buttercup!
No, come on, don't. Yeah. Damn. And he got the knockdown. Ugh.
Can't afford to lose.
End of the line, huh?
Damn.
I'm not even warmed up yet.
No way. No way. Fuck you, Fugi. Oh my god. I don't care. I drink. We haven't got him down once. We get up, he'll just get his health back. We're not gonna win this. Interesting that you can still level up as you spar. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you gotta keep leveling up, and then we can unlock new sparring partners and other such. Okay. Let's go to the courthouse. You know what, actually? What's he have for sale? We should buy some more food if we have to. Oh, okay, we're good. We're pretty solid. All of that. Dude. Alright. Alright, Tokyo District Courthouse, here we go.
So what you're saying is, Yui Mamiya was not a victim of sexual battery, but rather she conspired with Akihiro Ehara to fake a murder alibi. We've already closed the book on that ordeal, yet now the defense wants to write a sequel?
District Prosecutor Sadao Takano.
To establish the defendant's motive in the harassment, we need to bring the Mikoshiba murder to light. The groping itself was staged. It was all part of their script, right down to the guilty verdict.
It sounds like the defendant has some strong hostility for the court.
Ihara got the court to accept his murder alibi by twisting the legal process to his own ends. It was easy to miss, because at the time, Mikoshiba's body hadn't been found yet. But we have to admit that we all got duped.
We? You're not even a lawyer. You're a detective.
It doesn't mean I'm not
Yagami-sensei
involved.
still has a license to practice.
Forget what I said if it offended you, prosecutor.
My superiors always told me that in his youth, your Genda-sensei was a difficult man. He'd insist his clients were innocent, persisting even in the face of conviction. He was hostile to the prosecution, and was known to fraternize with Kamurocho Yakuza.
Oh no.
But it was his sheer disrespect that made my boss hate him.
Damn. You sure know an awful lot about Genda-sensei.
Because I honestly
love
can't
that
say
man.
I like him. He treated me like a child when I was starting
man.
out.
I'll tell you this. There's no higher praise for the defense than being called difficult by the prosecution.
Maybe that's why. Maybe he's afraid that she's gonna have a similar career as him. Attorney Spirit from Genda himself.
Now, if we can get back on track, can we confirm the defendant himself has agreed to the appeal?
Yes.
But if Ehara really committed the murder, why would he agree to his alibi being scrutinized?
Ahara's objective isn't to get away with murder.
Then what is he after?
Making a mockery of the legal system.
Then it'd be best not to pay him any attention.
And you'd be right. If your priority is saving face in front of the court rather than preserving fairness in the law.
You've got a real attitude.
Sorry I'm a bit late.
So, with this appeal, the defense wants to assert the defendant's innocence by establishing his guilt in a murder.
Wait, before we go on, who is this?
He's from the Metropolitan Police. Considering Ehara was on the force, he has a vested interest here. He's not here to participate, don't worry.
The police can't afford to be embarrassed any further. We need to send the right message to the public.
Can we have your name, please?
The name is Bondo.
And your title?
Think of me as a kind of police coordinator.
He's public security.
But don't let me interrupt.
He's public security.
Forget I'm even here. Please, continue.
Tokyo PD Public Security Coordinator. Yep. Hideme Obando.
So much for this meeting being off the record.
Allow me to restate the prosecution's opinion to the judge. We cannot allow the murder footage to be used as new evidence in Akihiro Ehara's appeal. It's nothing but an online hoax of unknown origin. We can't just casually introduce that into court.
Indeed.
Furthermore, if Ehara bears such hostility towards the court, the footage might end up being a trap.
Trap?
Yes. What if the next viral video proves the original footage was doctored? What if the proceedings have already begun by then? Do we drop the appeal and call it a day? We cannot allow a man like Ehara to swing the court around by its nose at his whims. With that in mind, I believe Ehara's conviction should be upheld and enforced. Would the defense care to comment? Did you think any of this through before filing this appeal?
Yes. We aim to prove the defendant's innocence no matter what your objections may be.
And what about you?
Atoning has nothing to do with... Yeah, I don't think that atone is the right word. I think saying that we're talking to lawyers, just tell them, keep the facts straight. His guilty verdict was wrong. He didn't grope the girl.
Ehara's guilty verdict was wrong. We don't think there was enough evidence at the first trial to result in that verdict.
There was fiber from the victim's underwear found on Ehara's hand.
That was a trick. It was set up with cooperation from the victim.
There is no evidence it was a trick. Are you saying you
other than a fucking confession?
Is there proof of that? Was there
How about a
perhaps
confession?
any security footage we didn't see?
No, the station erases the footage from their cameras after a few days if there's no need to keep it.
Right. But if there's even a chance Ehara and Mamiya were a team, the underwear fiber proves nothing. What were the other deciding factors? Security footage? The smartphone videos we kept seeing on TV? Those don't prove the crime either, because there was a huge time gap in them.
What?
We've done enough legwork to know.
In the security footage that supposedly proved Ahara's guilt, there was a big gap. What was it? It's where the camera cuts out.
Did you walk around the site with your own 2 feet, prosecutor?
Well, no. But I have been to Shinjuku Station plenty of times.
Then you must know they have a mountain of security cameras covering every
They can
angle.
do due process.
But if you went there to look carefully, you'd find there are some blind spots. That's Ahara running, while Mamiya chases after her. It seems as though the whole chase is recorded, but this area in dotted lines is a blind spot no camera saw. That's the momentary gap in time where Ahara and his double switched places.
The victim was running right behind Ehara. She would have noticed if they swapped places, right in front of her eyes.
Exactly.
Oh, but she knew about the swap all along. They were all in on it from the start.
Can you prove that?
We don't have to prove the defendant is innocent, Takano-san.
What?
All we have to prove is that the evidence provided by the prosecution at the trial was insufficient to determine guilt.
Yep.
Because
Probable
that's the
cause,
role of
yeah.
the defense counsel.
Indeed it is.
If the prosecution can't debunk any and all possibility that the train groping was a put-up job, then it's innocent until proven guilty.
Then the defense should have brought it up the first time. Although I doubt Shirosaki-sensei actually believed in the defendant's innocence herself.
The guilty verdict at the trial was orchestrated by the defendant. It was our error not to have seen it at the time, but it would be another not to correct ourselves now.
Stop being so dramatic. He's just a subway perv.
He's just a subway
That is a
perv.
statement I cannot abide. The law can't give the impression that a false charge is permissible, even for a subway perv.
Right. I take that back. I misspoke.
I do believe this case is worth a trial in the appeal court. If the court was misled by a hostile defendant, then only the court can correct it.
Thank you very much.
However, I too have seen Ehara-san's murder footage. I believe it would be difficult to introduce it as evidence in this trial. Therefore, I cannot allow it to be brought into the courtroom at this time.
Oh no. Can't use the murder footage to flip the guilty verdict. Can't even bring it to court? Yeah, yikes. We were basically rejected. Well, we were like, hey, yeah, you can do what you want, get your appeal, but you can't use the key evidence you were going to use. That's rough.
Sorry, son. Think you've got this covered?
Huh?
I'll poke my head in at the office later.
Very well, we'll be expecting you.
Bando-san, was it? From public security?
I don't recall saying my department. But yeah, that's right.
Do you know Reiko Kusamoto? The vice minister at the Ministry of Health?
Of course.
Any particular reason she's under constant surveillance?
A rather bold question, isn't it?
Very bold question.
It's just you and me here.
Oh man.
I see you know how to cut to the chase, Yagami-sensei.
Ahara's
Exactly.
trial can't be that important to you. So I have to figure I'm the reason you showed up. You want to know where Kawana is, don't you? Were you finally forced to get off your ass because nobody else can get eyes on him?
Kuwana, otherwise known as Yu Kitakata, is wanted on suspicion of murder. If you know where he is, please do tell.
Wanted for murder? Huh. Because you know, I thought it was RK acting on your orders that killed Sawa-sensei. You think you can hide that fact forever? Even the cops in the field have their suspicions.
Do they? Well, the cubicle workers always resent the corner offices. Officers in the field complain about their superiors, I did the same thing back in my day.
Then why did you use thugs as your pawns instead of officers? Is that how Sawa-sensei got roped into this?
I'm afraid I'm not following.
No doubt about it, he's the one controlling RK. At the very least, he's one of the guys giving orders to someone.
You knew it was going to be a dirty job from the beginning. That's why you couldn't use anybody on the force. Or maybe you just weren't able to find an underling you could fully trust.
He answers to someone. I can't imagine this is the top
Public
guy.
security's only tricks are surveillance and call
Like the
tracing.
father.
You
The
leave
father
the dirty
of...
work to the thugs.
That may be true.
Well, the one bully
but
is...
it's enough to crush the likes of you.
I'm gonna ask just in case. Where is Soma now?
Hand over Kawana to me and there will be no more victims.
What?
Do you have a reason to protect him? I already know he's going around executing bullies. He's a disturbance to public order.
But he wasn't the one who killed Sawa-sensei.
I didn't come here to argue. I came to issue an ultimatum.
Go visit their secret spot. Plan the next moves. Main story says go this way to do that. Ooh, cat. Yo, did that girl just like... What the fuck? Did she just disappear? Okay.
Name, huh?
Fucking Mochi again? You gotta be kidding me. Gets one too.
What a waste.
Wonder where they're having us head. It looks like it's the batting cages. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's the office. Uh-oh, we're being watched. This might mean everyone in the office is in danger. We should have just went over there and whooped their ass. That would have been funny.
Yagami-san, was everything okay back there? That man, Bondo, I knew something was off about him. Is he one of the men behind RK?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. He was trying to find out where Kawana was.
I see. That reminds me, Hoshino-kun seems to have heard some rumors about RK.
Hey, how is Prosecutor Takano? I've heard he's still miffed about how I treated him back in the day. I hope Saori-kun doesn't have a hard time because of that.
Hoshino-kun.
Sure, won't
did you
make
pick up
things
what the
easier.
word is on RK?
Yeah. One of the bosses, Akutsu, came back to Kamurocho yesterday.
He's back?
He's number 2 in the group, isn't he?
Yeah. So he would probably know about Soma. Know where he is?
Well, I'm not sure if you're aware, Yagami-san, but RK owns some of the cabaret clubs in Kamurocho, and Akutsu manages them. If a girl makes a lot of sales, or if she becomes a rising star in the
Oh
club,
no.
Akutsu apparently gives that girl a bonus, personally.
How do you know this stuff, Hoshino-kun?
Our clients come from all walks of life in Kamurocho, cabaret girls included.
I think we're gonna have to send Saori-san in
So
there.
to sum it all up, a popular girl has a chance to meet Akutsu?
Yeah, but this week nobody was getting that chance. Until yesterday. Which is how I figured out Akutsu is back in Kamurocho. He must have been in Yokohama.
Oh, well, that makes sense. But where exactly in Kamurocho is he?
That's the part I don't know. RK bosses never sleep in the same place twice. Gotta keep the cops off their trail.
But despite the risk, Akutsu still reaches out to popular girls.
Hey, I'm not even mad. In fact, I'm up for the challenge.
That's funny.
Awesome, Saori-san. If you can rock the cabaret gig again, you can hook Akutsu.
It'd be an undercover mission to infiltrate RK. Super risky. But damn if I don't want to see Saori-san transform one more time! I can't help it!
What the
What
fuck,
the hell's
man?
gotten into you?
I don't know.
Are there any bars we know for sure that RK owns?
There is. You remember Queen Rouge, the place Saori-san snuck into a long time ago? RK recently took over the management there.
Queen Rouge. What about the owner? Still the same guy?
Yep, he's still there. One of the original employees. Only thing is, it used to be a classy spot, but they've cut a lot of corners. The vibe has probably changed a lot.
Really? Well, maybe that means I can afford to go.
Hey, totally! I want to go too!
This is no time to be idiots.
Jesus.
Okay, well, Saori-san, you'll need the whole makeover again. I can take point on that.
No need, I'll be fine.
Huh?
Just the other day, Mari-san and I figured out what kind of makeup goes over well with RK. I'll just go with that.
With Mari? Well, counterpoint, I think a man might know better what men like.
With all
Okay.
due respect, don't judge what you haven't seen.
Really?
We don't have control of this transformation. Oh. Oh, if you leave it up to Sari-san, she'll wear the same outfit as last time. No, let's redo it.
I still think I should pick your
Seriously, Mari-san and I put in a lot of effort.
Yagami-san, quit it! You're making Saori-san angry. Are you insane?
That's
This
funny.
isn't a kid's game. It doesn't matter who does it, as long as it gets results.
Our
That's
makeup
funny.
has produced results already.
Why is she fighting this? That's hilarious.
I'm sorry, but can I just take a quick look? We're dealing with RK.
They're
They're
back
backed
to
by
this.
public.
It's funny that we're arguing with this.
Damn,
We're just gonna do
Yagami-san.
a different
I
look.
can't believe you're fighting Saori-san on this.
You have a good point, yep.
It's funny.
Very well. I can see you mean business, so I'll concede this time.
Thanks.
Then let's get to it. I'm trusting you to get it right, Yagami-san.
Less ridiculous. Just gonna try to have her fit in with the crew a little bit more. Yeah, very ridiculous. This Okay, less ridiculous. That's funny though. It's funny that they argued it so much. Let me get a drink. Oh no, what? What do you mean deal with any issues? Oh, just to finish it.
See? How about that?
Well, I can't say it didn't annoy me, but I admit it's for the best that you stepped in. Thanks, Yagami-san.
It's funny that they allow that. That it adds story to doing a different outfit.
Well then, shall we head over to Queen Bruges?
Oh, while you were doing your makeup, I talked to the owner about you coming in. Like Hoshino-kun said, there's apparently a system in place where a girl with great sales potential gets the attention of Akutsu.
I understand. Basically, I just have to aim to be number one at the bar, right?
How confident are you?
I can't make any guarantees, but I'll give it my all.
Then I'm with you all the way, a lady. Something happened?
Here we are again.
Where are you going,
Wrong way.
son?
This actually kind of looks like Sari-san. It makes more sense, I guess. It's less silly, of course, but that's interesting. It's just funny how much they argued it. We already know. We already figured out what they like. Back off, bitch.
I pass by this place sometimes, but it's been a while since I've been inside.
The owner remembered you from last time. Said he wished you were there every night instead of just one.
The undercover cabaret girl of his dreams returns.
Oh, take this before you go.
Funny she's enjoying this
It's
now.
a wireless earpiece. If you end up going somewhere with Akutsu, we can use it to communicate. I'll be there in a flash if things go even remotely south.
Got it. I know you have my back, Yagami-san.
You bet. Good luck then.
Ah! Oh! Saori-san! It's you! Yeah. Looking at you takes me back to better days. You are a cut above. A sight for sore eyes.
Nice to see you again. Have you been well?
I'm fine. I'm fine! Well, that's a lie.
I'm
Last time you were here,
fine.
we were a good place. But times have only gotten tougher. Now, we're just a fast and cheap dive bar. With mediocre service.
Yes, I heard a bit about that.
Keep this on the down low, but the former owner lost a bet in Mahjong. So we sold the bar. We're under RK's management now. Ever since
Gambling's
they
bad.
took over, we're just like every other seedy place. We don't even make a profit unless we're shuffling people in and out, which of course impacts the girls' performance.
But I hear the girls with promise catch the eye of the RK members.
Haha! So you already know about that. Yes, Arcade treats people well who treat their bottom line well. If they notice a special girl, they'll give her a bonus to show their generosity. Or maybe Akutsu-san just wants to drink with cute girls.
Either way.
Where do girls usually meet up with Akutsu-san?
They're like, all right, this isn't to fuck around. We got
Just
something to do
depends
here.
on his mood, I guess. Haha! But you have your eye on that bonus, I see. Well, if anyone could get it, it's you, Saori-san. I'm rooting for you.
Can you hear me, Saori-san?
Yes.
So you got in okay. Just so you know, I think I'm gonna call for support.
Support?
Yeah, so in case you meet Akutsu, we'll be ready to pounce on him. But you'll be on your own until then.
So, are you the new girl the manager brought in?
Uh-oh, they're not going to be happy about me.
You're kinda older than I thought you'd be.
It's rude.
I'm sorry. Nice to meet you.
What club were you at before this?
Oh, I'm usually an office worker, but I worked here once about 2 years ago.
What, so you just come back whenever you feel like it? Like some part-time gig? Really? You treat this
Yes.
job like it's a cakewalk and expect us not to be offended?
Oh, point taken. So, I guess tonight I
Nice.
should sit back and watch the professionals show me how it's done?
What? Are you dissing us?
What? You can haze new girls, but if they give it back, you lose your cool?
Excuse me?
Now. You can't scowl like that when customers are here to have a good time.
You little... Wow. I thought you were just another snob, but you've got barbed wire where it counts.
Megu! You're gonna let a new chick talk to us this way?
Old or new doesn't matter. If you've got the goods, I have no complaints.
I'm going to do my best, and I'll try not to weigh you two down.
Saori-san, Megu-san, Kuniko-san, we have customers! Let's get to work!
Well, time for the new girl to show us what people see in her.
Yeah, I think we're actually
Yes,
going to
I'm
have to do
looking
something
forward
here.
to it.
We're going to so mess this up. Clash of Females Egos. I think I might actually enjoy this. So we have to just kind of butter up. People were talking. I remember this from the last game. I didn't do great.
Hello, I'm Megu. Welcome, I'm Kuniko.
Hi, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, nice to meet.
Oh, you kidding me?
Saori-chan, come, sit here.
Wow, you're beautiful. Oh, the best of the bunch. Man, I am loving this place.
So, how are you?
How is this happening? Is this what Yagami-san meant by support? This is horrible. This won't help me in the least. In fact, it's doing the opposite. This is harder than I thought. Unless they plan to drop a lot of money, so we are a top earner, then this is a bad idea.
But, you know, I could make any prosecutor shake in his boots just by yelling, "Objection!"
That's awesome, you killer.
This is so funny for her to have to
Jeez, why is
kiss
Sensei
ass.
getting all the attention? For your information, I passed the national bar exam.
This
with
is
top
messed
marks.
up. This is so messed up. She's gonna hate them for
Bar
this.
exam.
Oh, you've got to be kidding. You ladies have really never heard of the bar exam? It's the toughest certification test in Japan.
I've heard of it. Oh, so it's a certificate? Well, I passed kanji level 3 when I was in middle school.
That's not even comparable.
It's not even comparable.
It's a very fine certification.
Huh?
Wait.
You passed your stupid bar exam how many years ago now?
Oh, damn.
And you're still bragging about your scores? Seriously?
What?
Oh, come on. Why is she roasting him?
Sorry, Chan. You can't talk that way to a customer.
Exactly. Should not have said that.
No, she's right. It's a dumb thing to brag about it. The bar is really hard. Not everyone passes it. There's so much studying to do.
Oh my god, he's crying.
She made him cry. I had to do something to cheer him up. Even though I don't want to. Compliment him, I must. I love this. Sneak in some bragging. Oh no, that would be bad. Stroke his stupid ego. Praise his stupid achievement. Stroke his stupid ego.
I can't believe you became such a high-powered lawyer. Almost nobody has the brains to do that.
Yeah?
You think so?
That really means something coming from you, Saori-san.
Me specifically?
Why is that? This is
What
good.
is it? Oh, you want some champagne?
What?
One
Oh no,
bottle
that's
of
gonna
champagne,
cost him.
please, for this fine young man here.
No, wait!
There's our Mr. Big Time Lawyer. So generous. Thank you.
That's funny.
Is it okay if I have some too? What a blessing to have such a great protege.
Sure.
So, which champagne do you want?
The best
Expensive
house,
kind,
of
yep.
Wait, is one bottle
Oh
really
man.
enough
They
for
have to
5
make
of
the
us?
money. Exactly. Let's get 3 bottles.
You
3 bottles.
Let's
2
give
bottles?
them 2 bottles of the premium stuff.
There you go. Now we're talking, Hoshino-kun.
They gotta put up the
Fine.
bill.
It's fine.
All right. Now it's a party, ladies.
Really? Thank you.
I got 3 that unscathed, but I wish they would have just go home already. Yeah.
Listen up, girls. This is a heck of a lot of fun. I'm having a great time. I tell ya, I love cabaret clubs so much.
Me too, Genda-sensei. Especially this one. The customer service is on point. I wish I could come here every night and stay till morning.
Oh, you two know just how to flatter us.
So true. Hey, in case you come back, would you like to reserve a bottle in your name? You guys are lawyers, so I'm sure you can afford it.
Well, we're not a big firm, but you know what?
Reserve a bottle regardless of if they're gonna come back or not. Exactly. But they need the money. But I have to be seen as someone who brings in lots of sales, or else I won't get to meet X.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
What's wrong, Saori-san? You're looking kind of gloomy there. Come on. How
We need to
about
spend
a
the money.
Smile?
Saori-kun, I was thinking, if you could be just a bit friendlier, you'd be the belle of the ball.
Do you guys already know Saori-san? You act like you're good friends.
I know, right?
They do seem pretty close, right?
Haha, that's funny. And caught. This isn't good. If they find out we know each other, that would be supremely awkward for me. Not to mention it would completely ruin my plan to get a meeting with
Huh?
RK.
I don't know. But would it be so wrong if we did know each other?
Of course not, but this does happen to be our first meeting. Silly sensei.
The first time? Is it really, though?
Jesus.
You're both teasing me so much. Poor Megu-san and Kuniko-san are giving me dirty looks.
Well, I mean, that's because
Something does seem
Oh
fishy.
no. Oh no. There's no, oh my god. Okay, see, this is where I feel bad. This is so awkward. I feel like the best option is to sit in Hoshino-kun's lap because it's the most unexpected and he's gonna freak out and he'll never forget the moment. Cuddling up with Ganda Sensei, he's like a father figure, so that's just kind of nice. But to really hit it off, I gotta, let's do it.
They're suspicious of us, Hoshino-sensei.
What, sorry, son.
But I just can't seem to control myself.
Oh my god.
Oh, am I being too naughty?
Oh my god.
Hoshino-kun, this is inappropriate. Stop this, now, both of you.
Oh no.
Oh, excuse me? Can we get that girl at distance?
I don't want to saw touch. Oh no, that's so bad. They're gonna have expectations. Oh shit.
Oh my. Please, everyone. She's only one person.
Oh wow. Okay, so that helped. I bet anything we would have
The
done.
new girl's a hit.
She sure showed us up. This is crazy.
Now I just wait for Aksu. Some mission complete.
We concede defeat, Saori-san. I'm so sorry we were rude before.
Oh, please. I just got lucky.
That was such an awkward encounter.
Yeah, right. I don't think I could have done better than you in any department. You're a natural at conversation, and so sexy too.
So sexy.
I learned a lot, actually. And woo, I drank a lot more than usual.
Thanks for the hard work, you three. I bet you barely got any breaks. It was one customer after another. What a night! We haven't had this good a taken a while. And it's all thanks to Saori-san.
No, I couldn't have done it without Megu-san and Kuniko-san at my side.
Come on, it was pretty obvious who the MVP was this evening.
Boss, seeing as you're here, does that mean Saori-san's getting a bonus?
That she is. Who would have thought this could happen on her first day? All I can say is, wow.
Makes it easy.
Akutsu-san wants to meet you and show his appreciation by giving you the bonus himself. There's already a taxi waiting outside.
Really? That is so awesome.
No kidding. So the bonus thing is real, huh?
I hope I get one someday.
Oh, don't be such a piece of shit.
So, where exactly is
What if they're
Akutsu-san
onto us and they know?
Apparently it's a
Oh.
surprise.
What if this could be putting Saori-san in a lot of danger. Like a lot of danger.
I'm told there'll be another cab to take you home.
I see. Well then, I'm looking forward to it.
But we do got the earpiece.
Don't worry, Saori-san. I'm standing by. If you need me, I'll be there in a flash.
Ryder, could you tell me where we're headed?
Oh, we're almost there, miss.
We're not leaving Kamurocho, are we?
No need to worry.
I think he's driving to the Thug Hangout, the underground club. That's where I met Soma for the first time. I thought it had been shut down, but maybe they opened it back up.
We'll be arriving soon.
Saori-san, I presume? We've been expecting you. You are very beautiful. Akutsu-san will be happy.
Thank you for inviting me.
RK takes care of people who keep the cash flowing. The fact you're here means you have a talent for it. You're one of us now, Saori-san.
Oh, okay. This is how Arky keeps recruiting new members and allies. They keep the hostesses who make money by giving them a fat bonus and some pretty boys.
If you would follow me.
Certainly.
This
Here she is,
motherfucker.
Akutsu-san. Tonight's heroine, Saori-san from Queen Rouge.
Ah, and I see why. You're hotter than your reputation. Come here. Let me give you some motivation to keep at it.
I've heard so much about you. Akutsu-san. It's a pleasure to meet someone so famous.
Have a seat. I'm not gonna ask you to pour after a hard night's work. This sake is not cheap. That's cool though, right? Gotta show my appreciation, don't I?
Oh, there's no need for that.
Well, on to the moment of truth. Your bonus.
Okay. Yeah, this whole
1 million
scene's
yen.
making me suspicious.
Quite a stack of cash for an office worker. Yeah.
Office worker.
It's a big pile of money for anyone.
Oh, even for
See?
lawyers? Shirosaki Sensei?
Oh no.
I'm not sure I follow.
This lady lawyer came poking around before. Except she was trying to find out about Kauai at the time.
You see, when it comes to Kamurocho,
Changed our look.
we have eyes everywhere. Anybody suspicious gets reported to us fast. Most of the eyes working for me or Soma are spies in the police force. And now, we've got a law lady in the bag. So, what do you want with me? Who sent you here, huh?
Well, this took a turn for the worse, didn't it?
Yep.
You're only just noticing that. Kinda slow for a lawyer, aren't you?
Oh, I didn't mean for me. It just got worse. For you.
Nice. Nice. Oh shit. We got company.
Harder to find than I thought, Akutsu.
I love the end of the games here. They always they give you what you want.
Hell of a sight. Some piece of shit ex-Tojo man thinks he's king of the hill now?
Don't make me laugh. You're the worthless pile of shit, Hikashi. Props for having the spine to show up here without backup. And after you barely escaped with your life, Yagami.
Hold that thought, because this isn't the whole party.
Huh?
Oh, yep.
The only guy I really want to fuck up.
Kaido's back.
I guess.
Oh, he's feeling
So
good.
You losers tonight.
Oh shit. That's amazing. He's back and he's feeling good.
Just stay dead, huh?
Nice work, Saori-san. We'll take it from here, but did you ring the gong for us?
What?
Ding, ding.
Nothing kicks off a fight better than a beauty ringing a gong.
Yeah. Give us something to get the mood going.
Okay. Well then. Gentlemen, do your worst!
Get ready.
Go! Hell yeah!
That's funny. That's amazing. Alright, this is our last fight with him, I'm sure. Oh my god, a double running bulldog. Get the hell out of here. Oh boy. Get up. I don't want to keep doing that move. Hold on. How much? 19? Dude. Yo, Bosch, what's shaking, man? Wrong shot, you know? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing in there, huh? What are you doing in there? Oh, shit. Get out of the way. Unfortunately, we're a cop, or well, we're a private detective, right? So we don't get to use guns, but we're pretty late in the game now, and these fuckers are pulling out guns sometimes, depending. We're taking out the an ex-Yakuza, now underboss of a different type of gang. Conspiracy type gang, if we're really getting specific. They're run by like the police and city officials and whatnot, even though they're a bunch of criminals. At least that's what we think. I haven't necessarily met the leader, the one that's actually running the arcade. Oh shit. That's awesome. Alright, so it's 3v1 now. Akatsu, you got no more guys. It's just us. You know, we have yet to take any of our, what are they called? Extracts. Okay, see, we're a private detective. But no, we can't use a gun because we can't just go around killing people. Because... yeah, I don't know. But no, we don't use guns. That's weird, yeah. But we're not really a cop. The cops don't like us. Because we snoop. We're snoopers. But yeah, in America, private detectives would have guns, for sure. Do we only have the one? Oh, this is just a sample? Oh, that's funny. And they have it even in a little container you can rip and just drink real quick. I don't know what this is. Let's do it. Whatever that was did something there. Yikes. Can we pick this up? Oh, no, we can't. There's gotta be something around here we can grab. Maybe in the bar? Just fucking with him. Just fucking with him. Why won't Kaido and Higashi help me out? Oh, drop kick. That was pretty fucked up. Oh no, grab me again. That's not good either. We have plenty of food though. We made sure to get a lot of food in preparation for these final areas and fights. See, he's almost down. Yo, nice. What we needed was a triple team. We got Kaido back there, but nothing. Nope, he won't let me grab him. Alright, finish him off with the fucking Hurricanrana we've done a billion times. Nope, he's not done yet. There you go. He was taunting us too. He bent over and was saying, you want some? Come get some. Those extracts really allowed us to do heavy damage without him being able to block it. Normally these bosses, you punch him a bunch, but it doesn't really do that much. That extract was very helpful, I think.
Where's Soma?
I like how Sari still hung around.
I don't know. He moves around more than I do.
Really? Are you really just another one of his pawns? Just gonna cover for him and obey his every word?
Soma can tell when someone's lying.
I bet. The guy's freaking scary.
I won't be able to get away with bullshitting him.
Yeah.
If he finds a traitor, he stomps the rat dead. He can sniff out the faintest scent of betrayal.
I feel like this conversation right here is gonna get him killed.
Him the truth. No point trying to BS him. In this business, nothing beats the ability to detect liars.
You serious right now? You're buying into some bullshit rumors, dumbass.
You just don't fucking get it, man. He can practically see the future. He was the first to bail from the Tojo clan. Usually, you need a shit ton of money to leave a clan if you don't want to be killed. That's what it's like to be a Yakuza.
Huh. Remember who you're talking to, asshole.
I know.
Soma, he somehow knew there was no future for the Tojo, so he jumped ship. With no money and not even a word to the bosses, just up and left.
There's no way he could get away with that.
That's what I thought. I said the same thing to him when he was leaving. I warned him, they'll fucking erase you. The bastard just laughed. He said the clan was finished. No way could they kill him. Then he had the balls to give me advice. Said I should get out too and not worry about it.
What did he mean by that?
By that point, the Tojo clan didn't have the resources to properly deal with defectors. Soma understood that. And sure enough, he left without a word, and nobody ever tried to fuck with him.
It's true. Soma was the first guy to slip out. No doubt the dude knew what was up.
While the Tojo clan was limping to its grave, Soma went underground and built the arcade network all by himself.
Well, Soma runs this, though?
Became his errand boy.
What do you expect?
Soma still has to answer to others. He must be the one that
he holds the reins.
The officials deal with.
Since I joined.
But dude, a guy that's such a sneaky little assassin. It's weird that he's the one in charge. Usually the most dangerous assassin guy is not the one running it all.
Did you know that?
Public security.
Why was Soma looking for Shinya Kawai and Kamurocho?
I don't know. All I heard was somebody hired him to do that.
Why is he after Kawana? How are Soma and public security linked? Give me something. Doesn't it at least ring a bell?
I don't know, man. The fuck you mean ring a bell? I don't know shit.
Wait. Nah. But maybe.
What is it?
Doc, is it possible that Soma himself is public security?
Soma working in public security? What do you mean?
Well, public security trains people to become spies, so they can infiltrate and collect intel. Right wing, left wing, anti-establishment citizens groups. You get the picture. They usually try to find a weak spot in the org. Someone they can turn to their side.
Was he a rat also for the what did they say, the Tojo clan? They say he left before he knew. It's like he could see the future. He knew that things were that the Tojo clan was going down. Who else would know that than an undercover cop?
So yeah, that's one way to do it. But sometimes a cop who's already in public security goes undercover to infiltrate something like a Yakuza organization.
What we were just saying.
What you get is a Yakuza who knows everything about the police and would be super good at sniffing out liars.
You're saying Soma is actually an undercover agent?
But he's a murderer.
Soma figured out the Tojo clan didn't have a future, so he ditched them. You think some street punk's got that kind of foresight? He couldn't, unless he had intel from the law. That'd be a different beast.
He'd have to know the Tojo clan and Kamurocho like the back of his hand.
Including knowing that the Tojo clan would dissolve soon.
Yep. And then after he gets out, what does he do next? He makes a place for all the Yakuza coming out of the Tojo clan to find each other, right? Where public security can easily monitor them.
Oh man,
That's why
all these
still coming
Yakuza,
to
ex-Yakuza
clan
have been
Yakuza like me.
being played.
In other words, RK was founded by public security to manage all the displaced Yakuza?
That's very
Sure
smart.
as hell sounds like their MO. No matter how many crime rings they bring down, another always pops up in its place. This way, public security doesn't have to start from scratch. They can just keep tabs on all the free agents.
But it's mind-blowing.
They just
that
allow
install
them to
their
commit
own
their
leader.
crimes?
Sure as hell sounds like collusion to me.
Soma? An undercover public security agent? Shit. We gotta move. Cut the fucking chit-chat.
Why?
He's terrified.
He's gotta be fucking listening in on us right now. If he's
Oh.
public security and heard all that.
Oh, that's right. Oh god.
Get your shit together, Akatsu.
Oh,
What does it
Akusu's dead.
Don't you get it? There's no way he'd want anyone else to fucking know!
Oh, Jesus.
Damn it. They found us.
Yeah, he was right. They were listening. Yeah, Jesus. They called the mole. 'Cause he had one, yeah. I think we're on to the final chapter. Nourish a Viper. Jeez.
To return justice.
This is a
to the
lot bigger than I
courtroom,
thought.
Yagami makes a series of bold moves.
But that's separate. That's separate than the main story that's been going on.
Bondo, the man behind
Oh,
public
that's who
security,
was that?
makes a
That's the
power
same
play
guy.
of his own, and the murderous Soma is still at large. Soma is believed to be a plant from public security, but that knowledge comes at a fatal price.
Why would they... It still doesn't explain why public security wanted Sawa-sensei murdered. Knew something?
So the two shooters were dressed as policemen?
Yes, they're the ones who shot Akutsu.
They couldn't have been real officers, though, right?
Yeah. I'm guessing Soma gave uniforms to two of his own guys. Regardless of their affiliation, they were there on Soma's orders. Kaito-san's theory is that he's actually a public security agent.
Get this talk. In America, they call people who go undercover moles.
Moles, huh?
If this really was public security, I can't believe they'd go so far as murder.
Soma probably thinks he's backed into a corner. If word got out he's been a plant since his Tojo days. Not even being the head honcho will save him. He'd be nothing but a rat. And RK's got plenty of ex-Tojo in it who'd want his head for that.
Sure. Even though this guy is dangerous.
Those fake cops tried to take us out too.
I feel like you could take on most of them that tried to take him
Hey,
out.
you think your office could post some officers at Genda's? At least for tonight.
Sure, I can get that arranged.
Shouldn't you guys have protection too, though?
I appreciate the concern. But Kaito-san and Higashi are ex-Yakuza. Not exactly a good mix, you know?
Yeah. Not happening.
You said it. Thanks, but no thanks.
Soma's probably gonna head even deeper underground after all this. But if we can track him down, we'll get the dirt on public security we need. Then we can do right by Sawa-sensei, and even bring Kawana and Reiko Kusamoto to justice.
Alright, we get it. Let's walk Saori-san back to her office first, though. We'll save the rest for tomorrow.
Good idea. Don't worry, Saori-san. You should be safe from here on.
What gives?
I don't think
Saori?
any of them
You
are
changed up
safe
your look and the
based on
guys
what they know
line
now.
up to protect you?
Maybe you should put some effort into it once in a while yourself.
Are you telling me this isn't effort?
You look like trash. Alright, let's walk Saori-san to the office. Something's telling me we're gonna get interrupted on that walk.
Yagami-kun, you had it out with Prosecutor Takano the other day, right? Truth be told, he's in a precarious position right now. He only set out
Asshole.
to do his job, but people are starting to think he was played for an alibi. It's not the best look for our office. Public opinion of us isn't as high as it once was.
Ay. Don't try to defend that asshole just because you work for the same.
Kaneki on your side, you don't need
office.
me out there. Besides, I should show up to work sometimes.
And that's where I know we've heard Aniki before. Is Higashi calls Kaido that. 'Cause they were brothers. In the Yakuza, even they knew each other their whole lives. Oh boy, we got some people waiting right outside front. Oh, he's on the ground? That's funny. What happened to us doing all of those, like, fake out ones? It's like when they're scared, we can do a move that it, like, looks like we're gonna hit them, but then instead we, I don't know, we don't, and they faint. It is funny. Then we saw those at the very beginning. Oh good, these two perverts made it back to the office.
Heard it was a rough night. You all
Real
right?
rough.
When I heard Akatsu was shot, I just froze. All I could think was, what if something happened to Saori-san?
Couldn't spare a thought for us?
Well, we're glad everyone's safe.
Yeah, but Soma got the jump on us. He's a bigger threat than we thought.
What do you mean by that?
We think he's working undercover for public security.
Undercover?
It's a new development. I'm sure it puts a damper on Genda-sensei and Hoshino-kun's big night out.
Huh? Well, I only showed up because Hoshino-kun talked me into it.
You said you wanted to see what it was like in there, too!
Did I really? I don't recall that.
Incredible. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go change.
To put it lightly, looks like you guys are in for the cold shoulder for a while.
Interesting. If what you say is true, a public security agent is scooping up thugs into RK.
Yeah, and his name's Kazuki Soma. We haven't confirmed it yet. But if he really is an undercover agent, then everything starts to make sense. Public security gets to use RK as their pawns, who feed them intel from the streets.
All those scumbags are just working for public security without even knowing it.
But that setup is exactly what let Soma and RK grow so successful in the first place. For example, I'm sure the guys who killed Akatsu are RK, but they were definitely decked out in real police gear. Soma's role in public security would make getting that gear easy.
Very easy.
If that's true, we can't trust anyone in uniform now. Should we be concerned about the police downstairs?
Yes.
Don't worry. They're here thanks to Mafia.
Oh, okay.
All
No, we like
things
Mafia.
considered, can't the police do anything about Soma?
Well,
I don't know. How do we
public
know that
security,
she knows
there's
that
no
she
one
can
by
trust
that
these
name
guys?
on record, so that's a dead end.
She get that one
They must
detective
have
cop.
wiped him from their files already.
Soma had to have been in the Tojo clan for 10 years minimum. He and Akutsu were both in the Nikkyo Consortium. Higashi knows more about that stuff than me, though.
Okay, We'll ask him about it tomorrow then.
Sounds good.
Guess that's it for tonight. Let's head back to the agency and rest up.
I'll reach out to Higashi. We can meet at Charles tomorrow. Hopefully to get some sort of lead on Soma.
Saori-san's glow-up sure was something, but I think she looks great in her work outfits, too. This
Alright, dude.
is the
Keep it in your
best law
pants.
office in the world.
Keep it in your pants. Now he's just gonna fantasize staring at
finally
her with
caught
the
a glimpse of our real
Jesus.
opponent. And public security is a mighty big one at that. Be careful out there.
I understand they say real opponent, but it doesn't. This is kind of a side story compared to what's going on with Kuwana and murdering all the bullies. Now we know that public security wants Kuwana dead, but is it? But why exactly? Is it because someone in public security was the father? I don't know. We got to get some. Well, maybe I can actually figure that out based on our case file. He's not in any of these. What's his face? The Bondo. I need to see what they described him as. If he's the father of so and so, they would have mentioned it. Oh well. Well, I mean, I guess so. Alright. Let's go back to the office. Streets are always way too crowded. Oh, to think I thought we were gonna get through without crashing into anyone. Shit, see, he's got a gun. Dragon Screw. What the fuck? It says we defeated them all? That's very strange. Oh well. You know what's crazy is even though we progressed so much in the school story stuff, we still never encountered the school nurse again. Weird. These guys outside trying to still want to fight us? No way they're gonna go all the way up here. Oh, I think I saw them out there. Just put on music to drain out their sound. The sound of them yelling at us all night. Charge. It's time to ask Higashi about Soma Tojo clan day. Sure thing. Doesn't look like the areas are blocked off anymore. The guy only gives 50,000. Now that's a chunk of change, sure, but we don't really need any big purchases, so I don't really need to actually fight him. Oh, we went the wrong way.
Hello?
Yagamishi, this is Tsukumo. We have a problem. The Yokohama Liumang were attacked this morning.
What?
By the
Attacked
RK?
by who?
RK. They've been boosting their numbers in Ijincho. They're probably hunting Kawana. Fortunately, he seems to have escaped them. But he's gone completely off the grid again.
How bad was it for the Liumang?
Several are wounded, according to Tesso-san.
Did any of them see Soma during the attack?
Someone's dead.
I haven't heard for certain. All I know is that it was total chaos.
I see. Okay.
What's the plan, Yagamishi?
I'm gonna dig into Soma's past. I feel like there's something there. Could you keep trying Kawana?
Your wish is my command. See you.
Yikes. What a horrible name for a little arcade. Charles.
What's up, Doc? Sorry, folks. My shift started. One of you take over.
Oh, I'll do it, Kaito.
Great. Don't forget to block. Got it?
I won't.
Got it.
Oh, man. You're a rock star to these kids.
Crazy, right? You should see Higashi with them, though.
Really?
I bet. That's funny. I mean, he run. This is his arcade.
Is here for you.
Lose that sensei shit, you idiot. No honorifics for assholes.
In that case, that Yagami asshole is here for you.
Talk about a demotion.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Thanks. I thought we were all cool again.
Right. Well, I do know a thing or two about Soma's Tojo clan days. He swore under the Nikyo Consortium, direct family.
The Nikyo Consortium was a pretty big deal. Even if they did bite the dust with the main family.
Right. Among them, Soma and Akutsu were both looking like officer candidates. Apparently, the Nikyo's role in the family was to handle off-the-record dirty work. No matter how much they raked in, the higher-ups took their cut and left a mess. Those two got hung out to dry, basically. Nevertheless, they sucked it up and hoped they'd be the ones on top someday. But, as you know, the Tojo clan got hit hard, disbanding before they ever even got their shot. They devoted years to the family, all to get nothing in return.
I'd be willing to buy that for Akutsu. But if Kaito-san is right, Soma was working the Tojo clan from the inside for public security. That's how he knew sooner than anyone else that the Tojo was on the way out. Being undercover, he could see the writing on the wall and plan accordingly. That's why he founded the criminal network RK, so he could gather up and monitor all the ex-Yakuza at once.
Okay, now that you mention it, RK has been dipping into the shady side of Kamurocho. They're strong-arming anyone who acts without their blessing first. You want to do shady shit? You need an RK permit these days.
Yeah, that's why the Soma's an undercover agent theory makes sense to me.
Where does
If we find a
Bondo come
concrete
in?
link between him and public security, then we'll know for sure.
Evidence of someone being an undercover agent within the Yakuza.
Higashi, who might have known Soma back then? Someone with authority, who'd know how he joined the Tojo clan.
Well, let's see. Would the Nikyo president work?
President? Not patriarch?
Same shit. His name's Irie, but whatever kind of boss he was then, now he's just another champion district drunk.
I have some questions for him. Once I have the link between Soma and public security, it'll all fall into place.
I don't know, man. You want to meet him, knock yourself out. He spends his days at a joint called Earth Angel.
Gotcha.
I'll come with you, Doc. Hit it.
We already got that one. Hey, we don't got the red snapper. All right. Hell yeah.
Hey, just drawing.
Listening to something.
There it is.
Platinum plate.
Tuck, too fast.
Huh?
Here we go.
Ah. That move is not specific to Tiger Stance. Good to know.
What a waste.
Where are we headed? Oh, I see.
What is it?
I know Son doesn't want to run, so we'll walk. It's definitely a bar district. There's a bunch of them all crammed in here. Oh, the Champions District. Yeah, that's why. Right. That's why he said another Champion District drunk.
Here we are, the former head of the Nikyo's local haunt.
You know, it
Just
seems
gets
like we're still
plastered here all day?
investigating, even though I feel like we should
son
have
of a
already, like, we should be near the end, right? I'm not gonna double check how many chapters there is in this. This definitely doesn't feel like a final chapter. We're still investigating. "13. Oh, I love it. The Darkest Before the Dawn. That's a great name for the final chapter. So it's 13 chapters, not 12. So there is one more after this.
President Irie. My name is Kaito. I used to be in the Matsugane family.
Matsugane? One of his boys, huh?
You knew my boss?
He was your classic old school Yakuza. He had duty, dignity, but he couldn't earn. Maybe he was the lucky one, dying before he became whatever I am now.
Would you mind if we asked you a few questions? This is my partner, Yagami.
He ended up
He's a
getting
civvy,
killed
but
in
he was like family to the boss.
last
Pleasure.
So, what do you want to ask?
Could you tell us about Kazuki Soma? You might know him as head of RK now.
Soma, huh? Joined the family when he was just a little sprat. Here he's quite the big shot now.
I hope meeting with this guy pays off, but no matter who's talking, it's a detective's job to listen to everything they say.
Let me buy you a drink.
Dude,
mind if I join you here?
keep him up.
Our lieutenant scouted out Soma back in the day. He'd heard some kid was flushing his money away in one of our casinos. Turned out the kid was sweet-talking ladies into handing him their money.
Yeah. Sounds like a model Yakuza candidate.
You mean Kamurocho's old underground casino?
You want?
Yeah, that was one of ours. Cops would keep shutting him down, and we'd keep building more.
What made you ask Soma to join the family? Was he the one who initially approached you?
I think so. He was pretty attached to that lieutenant I mentioned before. Soma had no problem following orders, but he had a natural authority to him, too. Makes for a damn good Yakuza. Of course, a violent streak is the other half of the equation.
Say, before he joined up, how much digging did you really do on Soma?
What's that supposed to mean?
You checked his background and everything, right?
Well, I'm sure we did our homework. It's not like that was my responsibility.
Irie-san, there's a chance Soma was working for public security the whole time.
The whole damn
What did
time.
you say?
He's gonna get offended.
Considering he may have been undercover from the start, does anything strike you as strange now? Maybe some suspicious behavior or contacts with people you didn't know?
No, I have no idea. Thought never even crossed my mind. He took some really risky gigs. You didn't hear this from me, but he even took at least one hit job.
See, that's what I'm saying. He's a murderer. How could he be an undercover if he
Sometime back,
killed?
And there was this punk who ratted us out to the cops. And the higher-ups ordered Soma to kidnap the guy and bury him in the mountains. He handled it so well, people were kind of creeped out.
Maybe because he
It wasn't
didn't.
his first time. At least I remember Akutsu telling me that. I heard he got killed last night.
Word travels fast.
Who'd you hear it from?
Oh, darkness runs deep in this city. Never assume you're the only ones in the know.
Akutsu just realized last night that Soma is an undercover public security agent. That's why he was silenced.
Sure, but what's it matter? At this point, I don't give a shit if Soma's undercover.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Family's dead and gone now.
What happened to everyone else after you shut down the consortium?
Half of them went legit. Some of them went and joined the 6th chairman for his new deal. I guess the rest crawled back underground. The Greener family boys all got invited to RK.
So it's none of your concern that your former family is being manipulated by public security?
Those guys don't even come to see me during bone season or New Year's. They're just spoiled brats now. An arrogant group of thugs. Family my ass. All this talk's making my drink taste like shit.
I guess the young ones nowadays are pretty wrapped up in themselves. To be fair, though, I don't know anybody who'd want to waste their time with a gloomy drunk. How about we grab a bite together when you sober up? Because if this is really the fate of the Tojo clan's patriarchs, no way those of us who work to make it big are gonna live it down.
Sorry for that. In Kaito-san's old life, becoming a direct family was their biggest dream. When he looks at you, He sees what Matsugane-san might have been if things had been different. Anyway, thank you very much for your time.
To the drink.
Hey, you know the Misawa building on North Senryo Avenue? It's got a gambling den with a decent Chohan setup.
Gambling den? Yeah, I've actually been there before. What about it?
It's run by this group originally from Roppongi. Now RK is saying they're owed a piece of the pie.
RK really is putting the pressure on the Kamurocho Underground, huh?
Yeah, but the Roppongi crew won't pay up. So I hear RK is gonna come down hard on their place tonight. They want to make an example out of them. Put some guys in the hospital. Maybe even the morgue.
Wait, are you saying Soma might be there tonight?
Who knows? The ones running tonight's show are ex-Tojo. Top dogs of RK showing the newbies how it's done.
Who'd you hear this from?
What did I say before? Don't assume you guys are the only ones who know everything.
So he's telling us, which is nice of him, but he's not going to throw someone else under the bus. I don't think he cares that he might die in sharing this kind of information.
What else is there to say, Talk?
RK is raiding a gambling den tonight. Remember that tatami room we got acquainted with? Apparently, the people running the room won't pay Soma's gang a cut.
So someone there's gonna have some answers. Maybe even Soma himself.
Yeah, I think it's worth checking out.
Alright. Sounds like we should hit up Higashi, too.
Oh, we gotta go back to the Charo's arcade? Jesus. Can't you just meet us there?
What is it?
Excuse me. Got some criminals right around the corner.